Who can remember the blizzard of '78? Well, the city of Boston was paralyzed. Cars were piled in heaps along major highways. People were stranded and had to abandon their cars. Supermarkets were rationing food as if it were a war zone. The oldest subway system in the United States halted. It was truly a season of chaos. I had just moved into my first apartment, and as I was preparing for work, I walked out of the front door and stepped into a pile of snow waist deep. At that time, I was gainfully underemployed and thus couldn't afford a decent coat or boots. As I turned to go back into the house, I said to myself, this is one day where work ethic will not mean much. The community of Roxbury was also going through a season of chaos. Access to healthy fruits and vegetables were minimal. Risk for diabetes was at an all-time high. And people of color, African Americans, Latinos, Asians, were being diagnosed with type 2 diabetes in shocking numbers. I was also diagnosed with type 2 diabetes in spring of 2001. It was nice in the beginning because guess what? I was losing weight and I didn't have to work at it. But then anxiety set in because I went from a hefty 200 pounds to 140 in 3 months. I was afraid to go to my doctor in fear that he would diagnose me with cancer. I couldn't understand for the life of me what was happening. When I finally decided to go to see my provider, I was waist deep in trouble. My blood sugars were 548. I'm lucky to be alive. This was my season of chaos. This is the primary reason why I became a member of the Coalition for a Healthier Roxbury. People need to know their numbers and also understand that diabetes is not just a little touch of sugar. The coalition began with a series of community dialogues where we were able to learn what are some of the gaps in healthcare delivery, education, and what were some of the available resources. The coalition came together and we met some more and brainstormed until finally we came up with the idea of Roxbury Rising Against Diabetes, a Season of Health. A month-long series of activities throughout the community of Roxbury where people were able to gather information around diabetes, learn about prevention, and even participate in some health and wellness activities. This season of chaos suddenly became a season of harvest. People were beginning to understand that diabetes is more than just a touch of sugar. Awareness was being raised about diabetes and its impact on our community. Today, we have a community that is much more proactive in building up an environment that is not only safe but healthy. I am glad, delighted to be a part of the Coalition for a Healthier Roxbury as we work toward igniting a fire of prevention and the eventual hope of eradicating diabetes.